to our top story at the stage. Phase 2 of the vaccination rollout kicks off at 87 sites around the country. Our reporters are at various inoculation sites to find out what's happening so far. Heidi Giokos is in Krugersdorp, of course, while Ayesha Ismail is roving around Cape Town sites to see what's happening there. Let me start this one with you, Heidi, and good morning to both of you colleagues. Just in terms of the state of preparedness coming in from the health department in Gauteng, are they ready? Have they set up? And are senior citizens there ready to get their jab?
Yes, certainly. We did hear from Gauteng Health yesterday in that briefing together with the National Department of Health that they are indeed ready to roll out the vaccine here in the Gauteng province. We do understand that there are about 230 old age homes that are going to be targeted specifically for the first couple of weeks. We do know that the Pfizer vaccine is the only vaccine in the country for now until the over 1 million Johnson & Johnson vaccines are released from the Eastern Cape. But we are at a care for the aged home here in Krugersdorp. I'm going to ask my cameraman Mohammed to just show you, Tumelo, how we are seeing senior citizens coming in ready to get their vaccine, lining up, sitting out in the sun because it's quite a cold day here in Krugersdorp. But it seems as though they are trying to get everything sorted and ready for 10 o'clock. We are expecting the Premier of Gauteng, David Makura, together with the MEC of Health in the province, as well as the Minister of Health, to start off phase 2, which is going to see healthcare workers, which is going to see those 60 and above getting their jabs. We do know in the province it's 1.3 million that they are expected to target for phase 2, which is those that are 60 and above, specifically senior citizens and the elderly. So it's all systems go here. A lot of movement happening around me because they are trying to prepare for 10 o'clock.
All right, Heidi, and while they prepare and begin those updates from you, let's move on then to Ayesha Ismail in Cape Town. Ayesha, good morning to you as well, colleague, and I'm hoping that you're keeping warm there, and some of our senior citizens are keeping warm as they, of course, line up to get the jab. But is that the case? Are we seeing more of senior citizens coming? Because I understand that the province of the Western Cape had actually recorded quite a low number previously in terms of registrations online.
So what the Western Cape has done, they've identified 7 sites in the metro so far, and what they're going to be doing in the first week is to focus on those people who are 60 and over, who are residents of old age homes. So they have registered so far 16,000 people, and these 16,000 people living in old age homes have been bulk loaded onto this electronic vaccination data system. So this week they will be focusing on those people first. At the same time, they're going to be appealing to people not to come to the 7 sites to be vaccinated unless they have been, one, registered, secondly, that they did receive that second SMS inviting them to come to a vaccination site close to where they live. They're saying they do not want the older people to come and stand around and not be attended to. So the Brooklyn Chest Hospital right here behind me is one of the 7 sites that has been identified where people will be vaccinated. So what will happen today is that the launch will take place at about 11:30. The Premier of the Western Cape, Alan Winde, as well as the MEC, Noma French Mbombo, the MEC for Health, and the Head of Health will be joining some of our senior citizens who will be the first ones to be receiving this vaccination today. As well, I'm told that some of the religious leaders who are 60 and over will also be allowed to come and be vaccinated today. What is interesting to Mello is that the opposition parties in this province, they've released a joint statement on Friday, and these opposition parties include the EFF, the ANC, as well as Al Jamaa, the Good Party, as well as the Freedom Front Plus, and they are calling on senior citizens to go out and to register. They're also saying to people, if you have difficulty with registering, we as political parties, we will be helping people to register.
Right.
But also, as you pointed out, that there are about 750,000 people who are 60 years and older in this province, and only by Friday, only a third had registered. And so we saw Noma French Mbombo, the MEC for Health, as well as the Premier of the Western Cape, actually taking to the streets and going door to door to help people to register. But they're also saying to the younger generation, the tech-savvy ones, go and help your parents, go and help your grandparents to register. It takes just a few seconds to register people on this EVDS system.